Turning now to the Middle East, at least one American is confirmed dead in Israel strikes on Lebanon. The family of Kamal Jawad of Dearborn, Michigan, says he was killed in Lebanon on Tuesday while trying to help civilians evacuate. Last night, dozens of people rallied outside of Dearborn Police Department to remember Jawad's life and express outrage over the violence in Lebanon. Now, this comes as U.S. officials say they're working with Israel to game out a measured response to Iran's historic missile attack. Let's go to ABC News foreign correspondent Marcus Moore in Beirut, Lebanon. Marcus, Israel hit Beirut again overnight. What's the latest on the fighting?
Diane, there have been a number of airstrikes in and around Beirut. We've seen several of them, have heard the explosions earlier today, including one strike that apparently targeted the Hezbollah media office. We saw heavy smoke billowing into the air. There was also another strike that occurred on the mountain range. All of that has been today during the daylight hours. But as you mentioned, overnight, it was also very active, where we understand that Israel carried out a number of strikes not only in southern Beirut, but there have also been airstrikes in southern Lebanon as well. We've heard from the Lebanese Health Ministry that in last night's strike in Beirut, in the Bashara district, which is actually in central Beirut, as many as 9 people were killed, Diane, and the injuries were said to be at least 14. But this has become a regular occurrence that we have witnessed with our own eyes here over the past 2 weeks. Several of these strikes, most of them have been concentrated in southern Beirut and the Hezbollah stronghold known as the Dahia, but others, Diane, as you know, have also occurred outside of that area, and Israel saying that it will keep up its strikes. And in the meantime, we've seen intense fighting along the southern border and northern Israel, Diane, where there has been man-to-man combat, we understand, as well as a number of casualties there, both on the Israeli side and on the Hezbollah side. So we're watching that all unfold, and Diane, it doesn't seem like there's any slowing to it coming soon.
And Marcus, Israel today also warned people in some communities in southern Lebanon to evacuate, signaling that it may widen its ground operation there. What more can you tell us about that?
Yeah, these warnings have been coming out pretty regularly, some of them happening overnight while most people are sleeping. And so what you have is a situation where a lot of people don't have much time to evacuate. But as we have seen, Israel has been issuing evacuation orders to dozens of towns and villages in southern Lebanon, where it is important to point out that in a large part of that area, many civilians have already left. But there are some towns and villages that have been, where there's still residents there, and they have been forced to leave, many of them heading to Beirut. To either stay with family here, or others, Diane, have been going across the borders into Syria to try to get to safer areas.
ABC News foreign correspondent Marcus Moore in Beirut, thank you.